Ah, welcome. This is Davros, introducing you to the attack of the 50-foot nerds. Listen carefully, or be exterminated.
The title for tonight's podcast is Kerouac.
Just another Tuesday.
We are taking over.
Happy Tuesday, podcast.
Let's fucking do this thing.
This place about to blow.
Come on, Slavinsky!
The PanelsOnPages.com podcast network is here to cover all of your pop culture needs.
2 words, nerd boner.
From comics to television to movies to wrestling,
Fuck wrestling.
your favorite PCN hosts will keep you entertained all week long.
Boobs, boobs, boobs. Peen, peen, peen.
Put me in charge!
He's Gandalf!
Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, look for the Pop Stars on Facebook and Twitter, and be sure to join the forums and become a member of the population.
They came like a bolt out of the blue to discuss everything in geekdom. The Popcast Network proudly presents the attack of the 50-foot nerds.
Live, once again, at the Who At The Hilbre convention.
Yep.
Absolutely. Only 2 of us this year of the 50-foot Nerds podcast, but our third couldn't make it, unfortunately. So you've got to put up with me, Mike Bell.
And me, Paul Griggs.
Who you've already seen earlier today, doing a little bit of interviewing, sir.
With the wonderful Simon Fisher-Becker.
Ah, yes, love Simon. Lovely chap.
Yep.
Yep. No, and as I mentioned, this is our 2nd year at the Who At The Hilbre Doctor Who convention, and obviously we wouldn't be here without Erica and Allan, so I want to say first and foremost a big thank you to them.
Yeah, thanks to Erica and Al. They've always been great, putting up with us, and we put up with them as well.
Indeed, and thankfully I'm here this year. As those of you who were here last year may know, that wasn't my best year.
Yeah, you didn't eat the fish this year.
That wasn't my best of days. No, last year I had quite horrendous food poisoning, and this year, thankfully, I avoided the fish.
Yeah, even when we went past Weatherspoons yesterday and it was Fish Friday.
Yeah, well, that's why we went to the Green
Orchard?
I don't know.
Or
we were to some other pub anyway.
It was a very nice burger.
Yeah, very nice burger.
Didn't have the scampi.
Yeah, if anyone's staying at the Hoy Lake, the Premier, Holiday Inn there?
Yeah.
Then
just over the road.
Just a pub over the road, yeah.
Yeah, don't eat at the Holiday Inn. Eat over the road.
Well, no, they do obviously have a very nice restaurant there.
Well, they got Marco Pierre White's restaurant there, haven't they? So
yeah, we wouldn't want to do them a disservice because obviously we use their facilities and they're very nice people. And if they're listening to this, then we love you.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, why?
But because it's something to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, such as coming to a wonderful Doctor Who convention here on the Wirral in West Kirby, as we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes. No, it's been a wonderful day so far. Who we had so far? So we had you up first with Simon.
Yep.
And then we had the wonderful production ladies. We had
weren't they great? I mean,
Margot Hayhoe, Sue Upton, and Marcia Wheeler.
We spent the evening with them yesterday at the meet and greet.
Yeah, so the meet and greet's a story in and of itself.
Basically, as far as I'm concerned, they're the hit of the convention. Everybody else can just go home now. In that case, they'll see you later. Everybody has got their money's worth out of the ladies, and they're brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, they're a mountain of new stories, basically. Yeah, and it's been lovely to speak to them, talk about not just Doctor Who though, about television production in general and how it's changed from the 60s all the way up to present
stuff
day.
Like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Oh, a classic.
Yeah.
So much so that they remade it as a movie not so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, with everyone's favourite clone, Gary Oldman. Oh no, we don't talk about Gary Oldman.
We don't talk about Gary Oldman.
No. Gary Oldman, the 21st century Mel Gibson.
Oh, bless him. He must have been drunk or on drugs or something, because he's never struck me as being that kind of idiot.
As he's a clone, maybe it's like that Michael Keaton movie, Multiplicity, where there's a number of different Gary Oldmans, and they just happen to get crazy, insane Gary Oldman that day. Instead of, like, toddler brain Gary Oldman, or serious, intense Gary Oldman, or crazy, I've got a mad old accent from The Fifth Element, Gary Oldman. Look at me now. I've got no hair on the side of my head.
Isn't that a lot?
And for some reason, oil's coming out of my nose. What's that? What is that about?
What, the Fifth Element?
No, not the movie. But why is he bleeding oil? What's that about? He's not a robot.
No, it's the evil force affecting him.
Oh, yeah, because they were going to do two other. It was going to be a trilogy, wasn't it? The Fifth Element, and they never bothered doing it anymore.
The Fifth Element to be followed by the Sixth Element and the Seventh Element.
Yeah, it's the movie where Bruce Willis is a taxi driver in the future. Well, to be fair about that movie, it does have Mac McDonald at McDonald's.
Oh, so it does.
Yeah, he's a policeman going through the drive-thru in the future. Yes.
Yeah. No, I'd never noticed that before.
You never noticed that
No, I'd
before?
never noticed that. Mac McDonald at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense now.
Exactly. Well, it's like having someone called Colonel Sanders sitting off of the KFC.
Yeah, exactly. I watch it quite a lot because it's one of Kat's favourite films.
I do think it's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a great film.
What it's got to do with Doctor Who, I don't know.
I have no idea. But then we don't just talk about Doctor Who on Attack of the 15 Foot Nerds.
Obviously, anyone who comes to an event like this, obviously, Doctor Who, is the main reason to be here. But you've clearly got a sci-fi bent in you that you're going to love the show. You heard me. We've just had Paul Darrow.
Yes.
Paul Darrow was on. He spent most of the time talking about Blake Seven, which is obviously his biggest thing. Obviously he was in Doctor Who, did Silurians, did Time Lash, and
Paul Darrow, shouldn't he have a career as a stand-up comedian?
Oh, Paul Darrow, that is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. That man has got more jokes than Keith Chegwin's joke book 1996.
More jokes than John Levine?
More jokes than John Levine? Hello, Chris Jury. How are you?
Chris, come and talk to us.
Yeah.
No. Oh, see you later.
Union rules. What if I buy you a pint?
The wonderful Chris Jury, who's being our MC this year.
Yeah.
Basically, his job is to make me and the other interviewers look good.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do everything badly, and that makes everyone look good then.
Well, change the habit of a lifetime.
Exactly. No, to be fair, this year I've got a wonderful assistant in the form of Paul.
Another Paul.
Yes, no, he's currently not here because he's gone over to Liverpool, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he's gone to pick up Terence Dix.
Ah, that makes sense. I was going to say, how can he be assisting you if he's in Liverpool?
No. I mean, he's provided the wonderful sound equipment that we've got today.
Which means that if you're listening to this podcast on Tinternet, you can actually hear us this year.
Yes, and people in the room can hear us this year as well, which is nice. Yes. So hello to everyone in the room. Don't start you. I've got my eye on you.
It's Mal.
Yeah.
It's our friend Mal.
Yes. Now,
Mal,
so.
you know, Mal's into his tabletop gaming as well.
Oh, you indeed, Mal. You need to get along to one of the MLG meetings sometime, and we'll
have a game of Starflux.
Yes, yeah.
You keep it in the car anyway, so.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
So
a good time to talk about the MLG then.
Yeah, Merseyside local group, which I'm still running. And have been, it feels like forever. We now meet each first Saturday of the month at the Caledonia on Catherine Street. That's up the top of the hill, just round the back of the Philharmonic Hall.
Yes, so if anyone wants to come along, you're more than welcome to do so.
Next meeting for those of us who are here today is next weekend. If you're listening to on this to the internet, just go on the MLG webpage.
Get on the old Twitter,
or the Twitter,
at MLG online, and you'll
Yeah.
find us.
Yeah.
I've just been given the nod there just to mention to everyone, if you haven't bought a raffle ticket, then please do so, because there are some wonderful prizes available this afternoon, including what is that? Is that flight control TARDIS?
A Dalek Mr. Potato Head?
Yep. I believe we have some Big Finish scripts?
Yeah.
Or are they on the auction?
No, I think they're in the auction.
Yeah, sorry.
But
there's got tons of great stuff anyway.
CDs and stuff, basically.
Yeah, no, it's so some wonderful stuff. So go and buy your raffle tickets and keep them handy because you never know. Also available to buy. I think we've still got a few left. Have we got the programs left, Erica? Yes, still got programs left.
Yeah, those are £3, and
they cover all 10 years of
Erica's events
so far.
Yeah, basically, it's a tell-all biography of Erica Edgerton.
Yes.
Yeah,
Erica,
we know you're there. Yeah, I know you can hear us.
I'm not allowed to leer at you. You're married now. Yes. No. Yeah. So
I've known her so long. She'll always be Edgerton to me.
There's some great stories in there, including the aforementioned food poisoning incident.
Yeah.
So yes. Well, there's
we always like a fishy tale.
I'm not going to make the joke. I was just about to. Family audience.
Yeah, family audience.
Oh my. So for those of you who don't know, we do the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds podcast, which Paul is modelling a marvellous t-shirt. Hello to Chester John, as has become obligatory on the Hilbre podcast. Yes, the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds podcast, which you can find by going to panelsonpages.com or find us on the Twitter at 50-Foot Nerds, spelled out in letters, FIFTY, it's me, Paul, and another chap called Andy, who, as I mentioned earlier, isn't here today because
he's working basically.
No, he's got childcare issues.
Oh,
today,
that too, yeah. But he was late last year,
yes,
so
he was very late.
We managed to do about half the podcast without him last year.
Yeah.
So this isn't that different.
No. To be fair, I mean, how many shows have we and you just recorded on our own now?
A few, but we've got a new video up this weekend.
Yes. Anyone who goes onto the 50-Foot Nerds YouTube channel, you'll be able to see a brand new video podcast that we recorded just a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Send in the Clown, I believe it's called.
I think that's what we ended up calling it.
Yes, because of content.
Yeah, content.
We recorded that just as we'd been dicking about at yours. Basically, we recorded we shot a short film.
Well, yeah, because Andy's now doing the. He's finally actually watching movies.
Films, yeah.
It's an ongoing gag of ours. We'll basically sit there going, "Oh, we've been off to see Captain America. We've been to see the Amazing Spider-Man 2," and Andy's like,
I saw Gone with the Wind.
He doesn't watch movies.
Yeah. He's like, I caught the last 5 minutes of Terminator 1 in '92.
He what?
You're 3 years old, Andy. Yeah.
But the last film he remembers watching was The Tramp.
The Great Dictator.
But yes, he's actually being a movie reviewer, which means we've had to strap him to a chair and make him watch a movie.
Yes.
And that's what Mad Eye Movies is.
Exactly, yeah.
But we did a comedy sketch to wrap around that.
Yes, it should be released very, very shortly, and it features my glorious death. So
yes, you're looking very good for a dead person.
Yes, I had a glorious death in the name of Santa.
What? Are you my grandson?
No. I know you're getting old, but come on.
And so are you. You've just turned 30.
Yes, but since our last convention, you turned 40.
Yeah.
So
do I look it?
Do you want an honest answer?
Yes, but I wouldn't get an honest answer from you.
No, not from me. You'd get a piss steak answer.
Exactly.
Just be glad your family aren't here today, because otherwise I would embarrass you and them all at the same time.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Now, Paul's family are off watching McBusted.
Yes, they were watching McBusted in Scarborough and had a great time, apparently.
McBusted.
Oh, let's get one crappy boy band from like 10 years ago, and let's get another crappy boy band from 10 years ago, and stick them together to make a crappy boy band
that no one gives a crap about today. Because I certainly don't. I mean, it's not as if they're One Direction, Paul. I mean, come on. Don't get me started on anything that is created by Simon Cowell for the purposes of I want to make money. No. He created the musical career of Mr. Blobby, for God's sakes.
Power Rangers, the album.
Now, to be fair, don't diss the Power Rangers.
I'm not dissing the Power Rangers.
Hey, Paul, don't diss the Power Rangers.
I'm not allowed to anyway. I've got an 8-year-old who's obsessed with them. Well, nearly 8-year-old anyway.
Yes.
He
it's
loves the
time.
Yeah.
No, it's
But going back to Busted, and we had this conversation yesterday. The kids were rewatching one of the concert DVDs to get in the mood for it on Thursday night, and Simone, my eldest, put the video to Thunderbirds Are Go. Come on. I will have this conversation in public. I still like the live-action Thunderbirds movie. It's not as terrible as everybody made out.
Oh, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it really isn't.
It's no, come on.
It does exactly what it set out to do.
We got agreement. Thunderbirds the movie. It's rubbish, isn't it? There we go.
No, you're wrong.
No,
you are wrong.
No, it's awful. I mean, as we discussed this last night in the
Bill
pub, we're going to do it again right now because why not?
Bill Paxton.
But, no. Let's not even go to the casting choices first. I want to talk about the actual Thunderbirds themselves.
Yes.
The title machines.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, so you got Thunderbird 1. Looks like Thunderbird 1. You got Thunderbird 2. Looks like Thunderbird 2. Thunderbird 3. Yep. Thunderbird 4. Yeah. No. What is that?
Yes, but Thunderbird 4, the traditional Thunderbird 4, doesn't look like what Thunderbird 4 should look like anymore.
Thunderbird 4 in that movie
is a box.
Thunderbird 4 in that movie looks like they took the power loader from Aliens, crushed it in a car cube thing, and then decided, yeah, we'll just use that.
But that's what little submarines like that actually look
just
like.
weld some yellow sticks together and see what happens. It's awful.
It's a more realistic portrayal of what that would actually look like.
I don't care if it looks like a transit van with fins underwater. I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good description of what Thunderbird 4 looks like.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look, though. It's rubbish. No, but if you'd done that in the movie, yeah, okay, stick the manipulator arms on the front. That would be an acceptable compromise to me, because as you say, submersibles these days, that type, yes, they would have manipulator arms.
I will say here and now,
but that is just what they did in that movie.
I will say here and now, the ITV remake that they're doing at the moment in CG, I bet you they do a radical redesign on Thunderbird 4.
And I bet you they don't.
We shall have to wait and see.
Yes, we shall wait and see. I will bet you money right now in front of all these people.
Yeah, go on then.
Yes, okay. £15. How about that?
What do you think I'm made of? Money?
Yes. Go on, £15, and we'll shake on it right now.
Go on then. It's going to be a radical redesign.
Right, everyone saw that, right? £15. If they keep Thunderbird 4 exactly the same, he gives me money.
Won't be.
You will be giving me the money. You will. Come on, it's
going to be a radical redesign.
They've already shown what Thunderbird 1 looks like. Yeah. And just tell me again, Paul, did they radically change that design?
No, they didn't need to.
Right, okay then.
But the only one they need to do anything different with is Thunderbird 4, because it's rubbish.
It's rubbish.
Thunderbird 4 is rubbish.
No.
Stingray was a decent submarine.
Yeah, Stingray was great.
If they did
a live-action version of Stingray, what are they going to do with that?
That's just my argument. They wouldn't change Stingray.
Exactly.
So why
did they need to change Thunderbird 4?
Because Thunderbird 4 looked rubbish.
Don't start me. Right, we'll get back onto the casting then. Right, okay.
Bill Paxton, awesome.
Yes, okay, I'll give you that one. Bill Paxton.
And even you said that Anthony Edwards is inspired.
It's an inspired casting choice. Yeah.
The Hood.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley. I mean, his greatest role before the Mandarin.
Trevor, yes.
He's basically the Mandarin before he was the Mandarin.
Yeah, except he was the correct Mandarin in the movie.
It's great, great casting, and
then we get to the actual Tracy brothers. They spend about 4 minutes of the movie actually doing anything. It's all about the young Tracy brother from Thunderbird Thor.
Yes.
Four.
Thunderbird Thor?
Thunderbird Thor, yeah.
Thunderbird Thor, the Dark World?
Because it's the Marvel connection with the Mandarin. So you've got him. Is it Alan? Is it Alan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Alan's the blonde.
Little Alan Tracy.
Have you noticed how he is the only blonde, isn't he?
Wow.
I wonder, is he actually the milkman's?
While Jeff's out saving the world, Mrs. Tracy's. Maybe that's why she's not there. Oh. She ran off with the milkman. The milkman who came to Tracy Island. He's got a jet ski. He's like, it's your dirty fresh love.
Lady P. Sophia Miles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great. Again, great choice.
Yeah.
Great choice.
And
she's doing the voice in the new TV series.
The guy who did Parker and
yeah. But then, as I say, you get to little Alan Tracy. I don't know why I do that voice now, but I do. And obviously you've got
because it's very similar to Little Warwick Davis.
You got Brains' son for no reason, and then you've got Vanessa Hudgens from
as Tintin, yeah. And this was pre-High School Musical.
Exactly. Vanessa Hudgens as the Chinese character. What?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, Hollywood can be a little bit...
That's one step away from,
Yeah, it's a little... Hollywood can be a little bit elastic with their...
Elastic?
Mm.
That's like saying, let's cast a black guy as the Human Torch. Oh, wait.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
But on that subject, at least Dr. Richards is the black guy. It's Sue who's obviously adopted.
Yeah, well, let's not get into
Fantastic Four reboot.
No, we're still taking apart the Thunderbirds movie. Right. Okay, so as I hypothesized to you yesterday, it's a movie about a bunch of kids trapped on the mysterious island.
Yeah, they're basically aiming for the sort of Spy Kids thing, and it works really, really well.
But that's not what I want to see in a Thunderbirds movie. If I want to see a Thunderbirds movie, I want to see the Thunderbird machines, and I want to see the Tracy brothers. I want to see them saving the world, and experimental aircraft that are going down, and miners who are trapped on the sea. The plot of every single episode.
Do you really think that in today's modern movie audience, a film about high-tech firefighters is really going to cut it?
That's what Ghostbusters is.
That's a comedy.
Yeah, it's still about.
And it's not aimed.
Ghostbusters is essentially ghost firemen. That's what they are.
And it wasn't aimed as a family film, which is what Thunderbirds was.
It is. No, it's not. Well, anyway, it's still renowned as one of the classic.
It's definitely broken
and
out.
About blue collar firemen, essentially. But anyway,
it's one of those breakout films. But
now, because they wanted to do this Spy Kids vein with the Thunderbirds, I don't like that. I think if they'd have gone the Jurassic Park route. If you'd have got because in that movie you've got one guy and a couple of kids, and then there's another group of adults separated, and they're all trying to get back to each other. If you'd have done like Virgil and the kids are trapped on one part of the island, and you'd done everyone else at the other part of the island, and they're all trying to get together to stop the Hood, that would have worked. That would have worked. I can understand not having them, the Thunderbird machines in that capacity then featured as heavily, but at least you would have had I don't want to follow kids across an island because it sounds really creepy when you say it out loud.
Hello, Operation U Tree.
Yeah.
How can I help?
Tracy Island is populated by U trees. That's what it is. But I just don't like that movie. It's terrible.
No, it's not. I understand it didn't make the money they were hoping for, and it's basically completely destroyed Jonathan Frakes' directorial career as a. Even though
he had to go back to sitting on chairs in a weird fashion.
He did a great job, and he brought it in under budget and under time.
And it shows.
No, it's nothing to do with that. Just because it didn't make ruckloads of money for the company, and that's not necessarily his fault. I think he's actually a really First Contact. He directed First Contact. Didn't he?
Like First Contact,
and First Contact is an awesome Star Trek movie.
Yes,
and
because it has action in it, you can see the big spaceships. What you can't see in the Thunderbird movies are the big rockets and aeroplane big thingy-majiggies.
Oh.
You can see children in the woods.
You're so going to have to get over this.
I don't care if I have to get over this.
Yeah,
I will stick to this point to the day that I die. And when the
inevitable Which may be sooner than you think.
When the inevitable Thunderbirds reboot comes on the big screen, because it will. Because everything goes around and comes around again.
Yes.
people will actually make it good this time. Because it will be made by people who actually understand the TV show. Thank you! Thank you! See?
We shall see. Time will tell. It usually does.
Yes, well, there we go. Speaking of Jerry Anderson properties, recently revealed that Big Finish
are doing Terrorhawk,
tying into the Doctor Who vein, you see?
Awesome Terrorhawks!
Yeah. Now, that's not one that I'm overly 100% familiar with.
Terrorhawks, for me, means Saturday mornings in the 1980s. You know, that's one of those shows I always remember, because it was on, like, after whatever.
For me, Saturday mornings in the early 1980s means feeds every 4 hours, having my nappy changed, because I'm not an old man.
You're really having trouble with turning 30, aren't you?
No, don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll get over it in a year.
10 years.
Turning 30. You'll be 31 in a year.
Oh,
so
bollocks.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Bother.
Yes, Boba Fett.
Yes.
Yes. No. No. Terrorhawks. I mean, hopefully, if Terrorhawks does business for Big Finish, then that would open up possibility for other licenses, such as Captain Scarlett.
Indestructible. You know, the CG Captain Scarlett was really quite good.
It's not one I ever got into, to be honest.
But I didn't get to, because of the way it ended up being shown over here as part of whatever that show that Ant and Dec were doing on Saturday morning.
SMTV.
SMTV, yeah. Because they showed it as part of that, I didn't get to see a great deal of it. But my one overriding memory of the Captain Scarlet reboot was this scene, which obviously you'd never be able to do with the puppets in the 60s for various reasons.
I've seen Team America. You can do many, many things with
puppets.
Well,
yeah. Basically, it's one of the angels having a shower scene.
Whoa. They showed this on Saturday morning?
I mean, admittedly, you didn't see anything dodgy. You basically saw her from, like, the knee down get undressed and then disappear into the shower. Yeah, exactly. But, you know, it's like, you'd never see that with one of the puppets in the 60s.
Oh my. I
mean, speaking of Captain Scarlet, obviously, Francis Matthews just died.
Yes, he has. He be graveyard dead.
He be graveyard dead. The late, great Captain Scarlet himself. Not so indestructible, unfortunately.
Apparently not.
But
died, Paul. Have some dignity.
Too soon?
Possibly, especially in this company.
But no, we have a lot of respect for our departed actors.
Yes. Well, I mean, you obviously are well in with the old Anderson family. What with your friendship with Jamie Anderson? I'm friends with Jamie Anderson.
Well, all right. So I had a few drinks with him when I was doing a thing in Leicester last year. But he's nice guy, and
Paul's cheating on the Hilbre conventions. He's I won't say the word I was thinking of. No, he's giving himself away to the other conventions now.
Prostituted myself. That's the word you're looking
whoring,
for.
But, you know,
that's the polite word you're looking for.
Yeah, but I thought, family audience once again.
Yeah. Spent most of the time got introduced to him as Jamie, and it's like, I don't know this guy. You know, he didn't immediately twig, although there was something familiar about him.
Did he have a magic torch?
No. But as soon as I got the context, it's like, oh, Jamie Anderson. Yes, I remember you. You were in More Than 30 Years in the TARDIS, and you were saying that your dad's shows were rubbish.
This is the guy who holds the license now for these.
A lot of respect for Jamie. He does a lot of good work on, obviously the Anderson properties that are still held, but also to support the Alzheimer's research. Because obviously that's what affected his father in his final years. So anybody who doesn't should follow Jamie on the Twitter. It's I think it's I am Jamie Anderson. Okay. I'll double check that, but so for any new news about anything to do with Thunderbird, this book series that they're doing, Gemini Force One.
Oh, right,
which is based on another unused Anderson concept.
Oh, right, okay. I didn't know about that one.
Terrorhawks, and so on and so forth.
UFO and what have you.
Yeah. Anything, and also the Alzheimer's research stuff. Then should definitely follow Jamie.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's just another quick reminder. I've just seen Dan. He's over there. If anyone doesn't know, he's the chap in the dark suit. He's selling the raffle tickets. As again, great prizes on offer. So go and see Dan, and he'll sort you out. And hopefully you will win. Hopefully you will win. And once again, as I say, the programs are still on sale. Go and visit them in the main foyer where you came in.
It's worth reminding people about the programs. They're all individually numbered, and there is a raffle to do with that as well.
There is a special raffle just for the programs. So make sure you buy one of them, because otherwise I've already got one, and that means I will win.
Yes, so buy one of them. There's photos of me in it.
Yeah, no photos of me though. Sadly.
Yeah, the camera broke.
Anyone want to take one of me now? No? No, sodgers.
No, not going to run the risk of that.
Oh, why?
What?
Yeah. So what have we got coming up this afternoon? Well, sorry, just to recap the other panels that we had this morning. We had Simon, we had the production ladies, we had Bernard Holly.
Johnny Briggs.
Yeah.
I remember Bernard Holly from Johnny Briggs.
Do you know what? When I was a kid, right, is my headmaster of my primary school.
Yeah.
He put a poster up on the wall and said, we're going to have a special club. You come into the library. This sounds wrong when I say it like this. You come into the library at lunchtime and I will be waiting for you. And no, he was Irish. He was like, so go into the library at lunchtime and I'll be waiting for you. So we go in and he had the telly. Now this is in the old days. This is proper school because it was a television in a wooden box.
Did it have a top load of video underneath?
Oh, certainly did.
With those big chunky keys where it went clunk.
Yes. And the cabinet, like on the front of the box, was locked with a padlock. Oh, it was brilliant. And he'd open it up, and we watched Johnny Briggs.
Oh,
we watched that, yeah. So I watched all that kind of stuff. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
And so just because you're older than me, I've still seen this stuff as well, Paul.
Yeah.
What else have we got this afternoon? You're back on.
I'm back on with the Revelation panel.
Yes, you're doing Revelation of the Daleks. We've got Colin Spall, Teddy Malloy, and Graham Harper.
Yep.
Then after that we have Terrence Dix.
Yes. Uncle Terrence is back.
We got lovely Terrence Dix. And then another signing session. And then after that we have
Mark Strickson.
Mark Strickson.
And then to finish off the day,
the man himself,
Mr. Colin Baker.
Yeah. So that will round out your day here at the Who at the Hilbre Convention 2014. Yes, no, it's been a good day so far. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves.
Yeah. I've just bought some DVDs actually.
Oh really?
The Phantom Films guys are.
Yes, Phantom Films are here.
They're selling their books and stuff, and they've got a number of the BBC Doctor Who DVDs without packaging, so they're basically a bargain.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, it's like buy two for a $5. So I've just spent a tenner on what was it?
Speaking of Graham Harper, there he is right now.
Hey,
just walked in.
So I've picked up 10th Planet, Demons, Ambassadors of Death.
That doesn't count, by the way.
Sorry,
I've got a bet on with Paul. At some point, Jordan's panel later, he has to go Demons.
You never know. I may actually manage it.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
No. I may actually manage it.
If you can figure out a way to do it, my friend, then by all means.
I have a strategy. Whether it comes off is another matter entirely. Goosh.
Now, so we've got. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Obviously the signings, the autograph signings are going really well right now.
Everything going very smoothly.
Doesn't seem to have moved at all. Even it hasn't moved, or people just keep joining the back of it over and over and over again.
I think they are, because let's face it, some people are wanting to get more things signed, but we want to keep everybody to get a chance. So it's all good, and everybody's obviously enjoying the marvellous food and drink on offer here at the bar.
Yes, I'm just waiting for Sean to bring me my burger at some point. What time is it now, Sean? Is it 2 o'clock now? Okay, right, so you can go and order me some dinner if you want. So it's...
Bring me a burger.
You've already done it? Oh, he's good, isn't he? Oh, he's good. You can come again. Hey, speak to Andy about that.
Oh, that's an interesting colour you've just turned.
He looks like the TARDIS in the Happiness Patrol. No, yeah. So I mean, yeah, we do have a number of members of the Merseyside local group of Doctor Who fans here today.
Oh, yeah, we have lots of our friends
Sean, Andy, Tom, Mr. John.
Tom's been a guest on the podcast.
Tom has been on this very podcast indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, waving works on audio.
And
yeah.
as I recall, because this was you guys did your Oscar predictions, and he won.
Tom knows the most when it comes to movies. He
How
can
bizarre.
predict who's going to win an Oscar. So rub his head for luck, and also his head.
I beg your pardon.
He is wearing a T-shirt that says "Bigger" on the outside today.
He is indeed.
Yes.
In TARDIS blue. So that's all good.
Should we tell that story about Tom?
Wait.
I was just about to say we have ever.
No. Family audience.
Oh yeah, sorry, yes. Yeah, he knows what story I'm talking about now. No,
the story about the bare essentials.
No, I think that's a story for another time. Maybe we'll get him on the podcast again one day.
Oh, I'm sure we
tell
will.
That story. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Basically, what? No, I'm not that cruel. Today.
Yes, you are.
Well, yeah, usually I am. Like I said to the girl last night in the hotel, we're sitting there in the evening waiting for the meet and greet to start, and Simon's in it. Now, Simon has been up here filming a TV show called Puppy Love.
Yes.
Recently, and he's been staying at the Holiday Inn in Hoylake.
Yes.
So obviously that's where he's staying again for this convention. So he knows all the staff there. And this one particular girl comes out to see him, and he's asking how things are and what have you. And I forget how did it come about now. So something like she, it said that Simon's lovely. I said yes. I says I'm not. She said, oh, you seem very nice to me. I says you don't know me yet. And
You're far too honest for your own good.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Burn them.
You ugly but no. Oh, Erica seems to have one of the I believe it's an auction prize, I think.
Oh yes.
A signed Liverpool shirt signed by all the guests.
It's not signed by anybody to do with actual football.
No, but it's signed by all the people who are here today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. But well, obviously, with Liverpool being the largest city close to the Hilbre, yes, because Birkenhead is a town, no matter what anyone says. It is.
All right,
yeah. And Liverpool, obviously, being the best football club in the world. So some people may disagree with me there, but to those I say,
are there any Everton fans in the house?
GFY. So, and if anyone knows
are there any Tranmere fans in the house? There we go.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Liverpool shirt will be auctioned later, so get a good look at it now. There it is.
Because it'll be gone very soon.
With pen on it, so don't wash it. It's meant to be there.
Is Suarez on there?
Signed by all the guests here today. Get on the microphone.
And there are no teeth marks.
Come on, here. Erica shall say a few words about this lovely auction prize.
It's a Liverpool shirt, as you can see. There's only one team on Merseyside, so we'll auction the red shirt. Signed by all the cast here today. Everything from the auction will go to cancer research. So please have a bid. Thank you.
There we go. That's
worth mentioning. Yeah. So today we are raising money for
Cancer Research UK.
Cancer Research UK.
Yes.
I find it ironic that basically their acronym is the same as Bernie Summerfield's swear word.
Okay.
Well. It's true. It's a complete coincidence.
Today is obviously for the worthwhile cause, so please give generously. And we've already had a couple of auctions today, and people have paid quite a lot of money.
Put their hands in their pockets, and we've raised some money there as well. So
absolutely,
all good.
Absolutely,
all good.
Yes. Now we've had what have we had? We've had an action figure set auctioned by Bernard Holly.
Yeah.
And we've had
it was the Claws of Axos set, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
so he was auctioning himself off.
Yeah. The fabulous Paul Darrow auctioned off his book, his first of a trilogy of 3. I believe it was the first one, or was it the second one? One of his books, anyway. One of
his novels published by Big Finish.
It was the second. Okay, thank you. Someone was paying attention.
Yeah.
I was
we
hobnobbing,
were busy.
I was
You were
soireeing. Yeah.
Soireing.
Yes.
You were hanging out with the people.
Yes, I was back with the hoi polloi, and now I'll tell you what we did. I'll tell you what it was.
What?
I was over there getting my photo taken with the wonderful Daleks that we got here today.
Oh no, we should talk about the Daleks.
Mike and Gavin Randall.
Yeah. Yes. No, I'm beautiful. I've said this a couple of times already. I'm struggling to decide which one I like more because I love the chunkiness of Mike's bronze NSD, but I really love.
I saw that.
just watching Colin Spall tripping over a sofa.
I know. Colin Spall takes a fall. There we go.
Hey, ding.
You
haven't started already, have you?
OT. Yeah, I believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
But Gavin's Imperial, I just love the Imperial as well.
Yeah, it's just so sleek and lovely. I love the Imperial Dalek is possibly my favourite.
They're both brand new replica props. They are absolutely awesome. And
I think I've got a lot of time for Revelation of the Daleks, and the Imperial is it's my favourite. It's my favourite Dalek. That's why when they did Asylum of the Daleks a couple of years ago, I was sitting there waiting, thinking, "Oh, when's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming?" You know, and sadly most of them were NSDs, but the odd one or two were in there.
No, you did get the special weapons in there.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah. Well, you could have showed the special weapons because the special weapons is awesome.
Yeah, Rainbow Dalek.
And of course, Gavin was sitting there watching that, just going, "I know what that is. That's not right. This is that. This is that."
So, actually worth mentioning. Gavin's very much an expert on all things Dalek prop related.
Yes.
It's Dalek 6388 is the website.
I believe that's the one. Yes.
Yeah. And on the Twitter, he did an article for DWM about one of the props. He does know what he's talking about.
If anyone read a recent article in DWM with the Dalek cutaway in it and everything like that, that was Gavin.
Yeah,
and it was glorious.
Gavin does CG artwork for the DVD covers and various BBC books and what, and he does the MLG website as well.
I won't mention what he told us last night then, but
no.
He's done a lot of wonderful artwork. The 50th anniversary Doctor Who magazine cover of the TARDIS on Gallifrey. That was Gavin,
and it was the Dalek on Starro, the 50th anniversary of the Daleks one he did.
Of course, he did that one as well. Yes. Yeah. So yes,
many of you
Gavin,
may have them on your wall.
The man himself right now. We're just bigging you up, sir, as he walks past in a zombie-like state. This is what watching Asylum of the Daleks will do to Gavin. He's a broken man.
He's finally seen too many Dalek stories. It's not true. You could never see too many Dalek stories.
Overabundance of the Daleks by Nicholas Briggs.
Big Brother House of the Daleks.
What?
D12 on Scarrow and the Special Weapons Dalek.
It's come to the diary room.
He has come to the diary room.
He's come to the diary room.
I can't stand those new paradigm Daleks. They've got too much bling.
And tell me why that is Special Weapons Dalek.
What?
Why don't you like the Special Weapons Dalek?
They've got a fat ass.
Sorry, I don't know where to go from there.
No, not really. It is a bit random, but then that's exactly what it's like on Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds.
Yes, exactly. And as we say, we are the 50-Foot Nerds. Well, I think that's. I think we're going to be coming to the end of ourselves now. So on that, cheeky little. Who said yeah?
Funny man.
Yeah, if you want to come up here and do this, come on.
It's Mal.
Yeah.
It's
Go
Mal.
on. Oh, hey, go on.
Hello.
Come on, you can outro the show for us then, Mal.
So, this is our friend Mal. Say hello, Mal.
I won't say the obvious hello, Mal, but hello.
Yes. So what you've got to say is, on that bombshell,
And on that bombshell,
we have been the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds podcast.
We have been the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds podcast.
You can catch us on the Twitter at 50-Foot Nerds.
You can catch us on the Twitter at the 50-Foot Nerds.
Just 50-Foot Nerds.
Just 50 no nerds.
50 no nerds.
54 nerds.
That's 54 nerds. All right, it's not maths. It's not hard. You know what I mean?
At 50-Foot Nerds.
There we go. Or you can email us anything but spam.
Yeah, don't send spam.
To 50footnerds@gmail.com.
To 50footnerds@gmail.com.
We're on Facebook and YouTube and on the panelsonpages.com website.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Until next time then, my name's been Mike Bell.
I've been Paul Griggs.
And I'm also Paul Griggs.
Except with a much better beard. And until next year then, Hilbre, geek
out.
We'll be the very model of a modern network TV show. Each time that we walk into this august and famous studio, we're starting out from scratch after a run of 20 years. And so we hope that you don't mind that our producer was not doing well. We hope that you don't mind that their producer was not doing well. We hope that you don't mind that their producer was not doing well. We hope that you don't mind that their producer was not doing well. Yes, it's hard to be a player when at heart you've always had a hunch. To bite the hand that feeds you is a scary way of doing much.
But still, when we walk into this august and famous studio, we'll be the very model of a modern network TV show.
But still, when they walk into this august and famous studio, they'll be the very model of a modern network TV show.
I am a Christian, tried and true, baptized at age 11. So unlike the liberals, gays and Jews, I'm going straight to heaven.
But if you feel you've been cheated and our sordid content lets you down,
we'll happily do the favor of an intellectual reach around.
We'll happily do the favor of an intellectual reach around. We'll happily do the favor of an intellectual reach around. We'll happily do the favor of $100 hookers reach around.
That wasn't the same thing we said.
We know the evangelicals are lining up to tag our toe, and then the corporations will not hesitate to pull their dough. But still, when we walk into this august and famous studio, we'll be the very model of a modern network TV show. But still, when we walk into this august and famous studio, we'll be the very model of a modern network TV show. But still, when we walk into this august and famous studio, we'll be the very model of a modern network TV show.
If you've enjoyed the nerddom in your ears, then please follow us on Twitter at 50footnerds, or email us anything except spam at 50footnerds@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Cheers.